If anything,
Which
in
is not
Elixir,
what I
guys.
do.
If anything, in Elixir, I know people like you probably have a phone or so, like no offense, but like probably an iPhone. Just put it out there. Just put it out there.
What is it
No
with
offense.
you and not liking iPhones? Is
No,
it the
no offense.
price?
I feel like it's an iPhone. I'm just gonna put it out there. And if I'm wrong, if you have an
It probably
okay,
is.
if you have an
Probably is an
iPhone
iPhone.
and you have an iPhone,
Yes,
well
I
then
do.
there you go.
Okay, yo, just is the okay. Has
What's going on, guys? What's good in the hood? Hope everything's good in your neighborhood.
what the
Bars, bars, bars.
What's good in your hood, bro?
Yeah. Welcome to Cloud Thoughts, episode 4.
Yes,
Episode 4. We're like a cloud. Our thoughts come and go.
Oh man.
As always, as a disclaimer, take what we say with a grain of salt because
Cause you end up in the hood. You already know if I'm reach, bro.
Look at that. I love this. This is great. We were talking about like, how should we like, because we don't want to, because other YouTubers, they always start off with like just like, hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy.
What is going on?
It's your boy coming. But then Caleb's like, yeah, just do whatever you want. Like people like Joe Rogan, they just like chill. So that was the first thing that came to my mind.
That's
like,
perfect.
Let's do it like that. So,
I think we should start every podcast like that from now on.
So again, guys, welcome.
Yo, reach ends, fam. Reach ends, bro.
Welcome to episode 4 of Cloud Thoughts. It's your boy Josh,
Caleb,
and back at it again. There's I don't know. I know it's obviously not a thing in the United States because they have like Dunkin' Donuts is like the equivalent to Tim Hortons. Yeah, Caleb's half American.
you know that.
So
What's it called?
I don't know.
You know how Tim
or
Hortons?
you go down there more than I do.
Yeah, no, actually, I own it. No,
Yeah.
The company that bought out Tim Hortons is Burger King.
Yeah, I was so disappointed to hear that.
So
I
they're
really
they're
was.
putting a lot of franchises in the U.S. So more people in the U.S. are
Yeah.
becoming familiar. I don't know if they do. Because I know you want to talk about Roll Up the Rim, but
yeah.
I don't know if they do that in the U.S. or not. But I know there are Tim Hortons that are like
Well, it's more north of like northern states have a
it's
Tim
everywhere,
Hortons.
bro. They're
Okay.
branching out everywhere because of Burger King.
Well, the last time I was there in Florida, they didn't have it. So because I know
Wow.
like when we've gone to Pennsylvania and we've seen the odd one.
Dude, I was in Ohio and I saw Tim Hortons.
Even though I barely see them. Isn't Ohio super north?
Yeah, I mean it's
Well.
not super north.
Okay.
You still have to drive like 6 hours to get there from Toronto, but like it's still okay. Okay, fine. I guess it is still considered north if you look at all the states, but it's
Okay.
slowly going down.
I'm thinking south as in like I don't know, like Texas.
Dude, I don't even think they drink
California,
coffee
Florida.
down there.
I don't know. Anyways, the point being, like I know. So, anyways, in case you're like not in North America, I guess. So as far as I know, I don't think they're abroad.
I don't think so.
So a big part of Canadian culture is like Tim Hortons. Arguably, it still is, and I think it's kind of going downhill.
Tastes like sweat.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't like a big I wasn't a big coffee drinker, obviously, when I was like in my teen years, but
No, neither was I.
It doesn't really taste to me. It doesn't taste the same.
It tastes awful.
I've always had like say like a French vanilla, like a hot chocolate, but to me it tastes different now. But anyways, the point being, if you don't know what Tim Hortons is, it's basically like your go-to I would say like instant kind of coffee, hot chocolate, iced cappuccinos. I don't know if that's a thing in other places, but
No. They still. Oh, I mean, yeah. They still
basically
have
like
it.
just drinks, like on like really quick drinks. Like that's the go-to place. Like when I'm heading down for classes in the morning, I'll like stop, grab a Timmy's. That's like a big thing. You like grab your Timmy's.
It's like a cheaper Starbucks.
We'll say our double bod.
Double. You already know 2 milk, 2 sugar, or 2 cream, 2 sugar. However you like your dice.
That's how bars are in the six. Here in the
six.
TO.
You know
Anyways,
what's funny?
Mm.
Speaking about that, so Drake called it the 6 for like I don't know. I guess he just wanted to call it that. There was no reason to call it the 6.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I understand if you want to talk about the 6 boroughs, but there's actually Atlanta was there's a division of like I don't know if it's a specific suburb
Okay.
in Atlanta or if it's the entire city, but there is a part of Atlanta where it's called the 6, and apparently they've been calling it the 6 for years. And out of
Awkward.
nowhere, Drake started calling Toronto the 6.
I'll be running through the 6 with my woes. Is it woes? I'm gonna say it's woes.
You know how that should go.
Yeah, exactly.
You know how that should go. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout outs to Drake.
The king of Toronto.
Anyways, yeah, what I was saying, that's basically what Tim Hortons is. It's basically like your instant, like, grab a donut, grab a croissant, piece of toast. I don't know, like a quick drink, like ice caps, hot chocolates, French vanillas, coffees, all that good stuff. So that's like your on the go thing. And again, in case you didn't know, if you don't know what Tim Hortons is, obviously this will be new to you too. So we have, it's one of those like promotions that companies will do, like fast food places will do. This one's called like Roll Up the Rim. So again, I don't know what coffee cups are like around the world.
What are you talking about?
Like if they have like a little rim, so to speak, like on the, I don't know.
No, they do,
So
like the Dixie
basically,
cups.
if in case if you want like an image, because it's easy for me to think about it, but if just think about it in your mind, like your everyday kind of like cardboard kind of coffee cup or paper like coffee cup.
Yeah, no,
right?
that's the same all over the
Yeah,
world.
and then you have like that little like kind of like the edging around it.
The rim.
It's like a little white part usually.
Yeah.
I think, or black probably. Yeah. So what Tim Hortons does is they put like a little like a win or please play again underneath that kind of rim, like when you roll it up. People use it with their fingers. I honestly just take my mouth, just go at it.
I don't know
with
how
it.
people do it with their fingers.
Yeah, me either.
Especially
that
at
hurts.
this, because it's so cold outside. I
It
would
is,
understand
yeah.
if they did roll up the rim in the summer where your hands are nice and like there's moisture because of the humidity and stuff.
Can't really do it with cold drinks.
You can't. Well, I mean,
Like
they don't-
what cold
They
drink
don't
do
give
you
it. They
serve
don't
in a
give it
cup?
to you. They don't give it to you. Roll up the rim is only for hot drinks.
No, I know. Anyways,
No, so all I'm saying is that your hands, specifically your thumbs, are like I can't do it.
no.
I can't
Maybe
physically
we're not
push
Canadian
up
enough.
the
I don't know.
rim with my thumbs
Yeah.
when it's that cold outside. I have to use my teeth.
Yeah, I usually do anyways. And so basically you'll have it I guess in America, if you want like a perspective. Does Dunkin' Donuts do that? Or like something similar to that?
I'm sure they do some promotion.
Okay.
I don't think they do
I'm
roll
sorry,
up the rim.
I'm really beating around the bush with this one. But anyways, the point being is that it's like a little like promotional thing. It's usually from like January to late March, April.
It's early April.
Yeah, somewhere around there. And so they'll have like, you can grab like, win free coffee or win free donut, and then it goes up to like prepaid like a couple $100 worth of like Canadian dollars worth of like prepaid card. Or
Yeah, it's just a bunch of
like
prizes.
like a car,
Yeah.
a TV, and all that stuff.
There's like it's ranges from smaller to bigger
Yeah.
prizes. It's okay. Monopoly from McDonald's.
Yeah,
Okay, it's like the
it's
same-
kind of like that. Yeah,
like
it's one
the
of those
same-
kind of
It's
things.
like the same promotional idea.
So maybe this is just me because I'm like really salty about that haven't been winning a lot, but like as I've grown up, like I've always been like, yeah, roll the room season's coming up, and I get to like win my odd coffee. Like when I was younger, I'll have a hot chocolate usually, but I won't have coffee obviously. But so
You know what's so freaking weird
what's weird? Tell
is
me.
that okay? Do you have something you want to finish saying? Because if
No,
you do, I will let you finish it.
you seem like it's much more important.
Because this
so.
just as soon as you said this pops in my head. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the weirdest thing for me. Okay.
What's the weirdest thing for you?
I never used to drink coffee.
Mm.
I never used to go to Tim Hortons unless my mom was going to Tim Hortons and I asked her for like a hot chocolate or something or
Sure.
an ice cap, whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
Never drank coffee.
Right.
But I was like you.
Okay.
I was so excited for Roll Up the Rim. Every time it came around, I was so excited. I wanted to buy a hot chocolate.
Yeah.
I could roll up the rim and win something.
Yeah. Just that feeling of winning something.
Right?
Yeah.
Here's the weird part.
What's the
I
weird
drink
part?
coffee now.
Really?
Ever since I went to university, I drink coffee. I
Oh,
drink coffee
well,
a lot.
I mean,
I
that-
get my large dark roast double made with milk. Actually, no, not large. I drink medium. I'm not that crazy. Medium dark roast double with milk, and that's what I drink. And sometimes I get a decaf depending on how I'm feeling. But point
And-
being, I drink a lot of coffee now. You
And
know
I
what
guess it
happens?
worked,
You
isn't
know what
it?
happens when roll up the rim comes around? I could care less. I don't even roll up my rim anymore. I drink my coffee and I throw it away. You know how
Magic
many?
is gone.
Ever since roll up the rim started,
Mm.
I've bought maybe 6 or 7 coffees. You know how many I've actually rolled up? 1. And it's because
Tell me you didn't
because
throw,
my
whoa,
friend-
whoa. Tell me you did not just throw out the
I
cup.
did. I threw them out.
Okay, you're a monster. You
Mhm.
really? Okay, at least just
And I drink coffee. I drink coffee.
shame on you. What kind of
Shouldn't-
Canadian are you?
Shouldn't I be excited for roll up the rim?
You should.
No,
Well,
I'm not.
You know what you remind me of when you said that now is there was a video that was posted where a guy, like, this is in Canada, like, this stuff only happens in Canada, where a guy goes in, like, I guess maybe over when he was sleeping, this guy robs a guy's truck, like, goes in this guy's truck, he robs his truck, he doesn't take anything of valuable in there. You know what he takes?
What?
He rolls up their rims and takes them. He just rolls up the rims.
That's gotta
There's
be
like
fake.
3 of them in there, and he rolls them
That's
up.
gotta be fake.
That's
There's
how you
no way.
know that's like Canadian robbery.
That's
That's
gotta be fake.
I-
There's no way. Who's that stupid? When you put yourself in that situation, you're breaking into a person's vehicle to roll up the rim.
I think the mentality was like, oh, there's nothing in here, so I'll roll up. Might as well roll up his.
Maybe.
That's so mean. That's like taking like candy from.
Wait, how did?
That's
Okay, but
pretty bad.
how did you? Was this reported by the police?
No, it was on like 6Buzz. It was one of those videos.
It was a video.
Yeah,
That's.
but it was by like it's like a northern kind of. We could tell by his accent, like heavier
Are you
Canadian.
sure
accent.
that's not fake? I don't know.
He seemed pretty like genuine.
I
It's
can't
like,
believe anything you
what
see
is
today,
this?
man.
Yeah.
I feel so. Man, you can't
Um,
trust anything nowadays. It sucks.
society.
Oh, man.
But anyways, so this is what I'm trying to get to is that I've noticed that maybe this is just me because I won absolutely nothing last year and I bought about 12 hot drinks. When I was younger, I felt like I would win more, and I felt like I would buy, probably at least 6 to 10 cups a season. When I was younger, I probably didn't. I drink more now, like more kind of coffee, like French
Did
vanilla.
you buy
and stuff.
larges?
Well, that's what people would say, right? It's like, yeah, if you get a large, you have a higher chance. I don't think that's true.
No,
I really
it definitely
don't.
has to be true.
No, because I've won on like I found I've won more on like mediums and smalls. I very rarely have I got a large, and every time I do, I've never won.
But wouldn't it make sense to have?
It would.
You know what? Actually, now that I think about it,
However, when you go to cash those in, you can get a large for that much for free. Like it's not limited to your size.
yeah.
So
This was about to say, because if they advertised that you had a higher chance of winning if you bought those, it would make sense. But they don't
they don't.
advertise it.
It's just like a subtle thing. It's probably just someone.
It's probably
said
just
it.
like a legend.
It's like your
that
mom's
someone-
grandma.
Yeah.
So basically, your grandma.
Your great grandma.
So basically, your great. Okay, anyways,
My grandma is a great grandma.
good for her.
Yeah, I have like a nephew. No, I don't. I have a cousin who has a son. My cousin.
So you're like second cousin, I think.
No, second cousin is my cousin. Okay, so the way it works is a second cousin
Okay.
is my mother's cousin's kids.
Okay.
So it's like, let's say you have your cousins, obviously,
Sure.
and now your cousin has a kid. You are you were the uncle, right? No. No.
No.
I'm
'Cause
retarded.
I have perspective. Like my I guess maybe it's just a thing. Like our parents' generation, they just had a lot of siblings. My mother has a niece who is much older than me,
Mm-hmm.
and she's probably I think in her late 30s. I apologize
Okay.
if she's actually listening to this because she knows who she is. And she has kids who are my age,
Yeah.
so they're my second cousins. I'm pretty sure that they're my second cousins.
Your second cousins are your parents' cousins.
I'm gonna be honest. I
kids.
really don't want to have this discussion, but
Anyway,
okay.
how did we get to this point?
I just said randomly like your mother's.
Oh
your
no,
mother's
because my grandma is a great grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for her. How old is she?
She's like in her 80s.
I'm not supposed to ask, but that's good for her. Is she
I don't know
doing-
her exact age.
Is she doing all right?
Yeah, she's doing good.
Oh, God bless her.
Yeah, she's just living away, doing her things.
Golden years.
Doing her golden years.
Golden years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna backtrack real quick now because I don't know how we
Yeah, let's get to the
going down the
let's
rabbit
get
hole.
to the less interesting stuff.
But yeah, I've noticed from when I was younger buying cups that I feel like I won at least 3-4 times, probably about 4 times. I would win like a donut, or I'd win like, felt good. I got go get my chocolate dip donut. Little 10-year-old me was so hyped. Mom, I want a donut. Yes. And then now, like last year, I won nothing. Didn't win a single time out of 12 cups I got, and they have 1 in 6 odds. And to me,
yeah, whatever, 1 in 6.
because I know people who are like really like more like a lot heavier in math than I am would probably say in the comments like, oh, it's all mathematical. Just because you buy 6 cups, for instance, doesn't mean you're gonna win
6.
It just means like the median
production. It's the production.
Okay, sure. There. Yeah, I've just noticed like you've won a lot less ever since it's gone to Burger King. Because I used to win a whole lot more before it's
entirely possible. I wouldn't doubt it that Burger King made them do less.
Oh, and to give you guys some more context about this, just in case you don't know. So, Tim Hortons was based off of like Hortons. I'm pretty sure he was a pretty big hockey player.
Yeah, he was a hockey player.
He passed away, so his wife took over as like head, obviously. I think I don't know whether she just didn't want to manage it anymore or what the reason was, but or whether other companies were offering to buy her out. But I think it's been 3 years now, 4 years.
It's probably been like 5.
Well, there you go. That Burger King bought it out. I forget how much now.
Oh, it's probably billions.
Yeah, well, a lot of money basically.
It's a huge
found that the ice cap sizes. This is that's how I know an American company took this over, when the ice cap cups are much bigger than, like, the smallest. Much
are they?
Bigger.
I haven't noticed
they
that.
Are. No. They are. I used to have ice caps a lot in high school. That was a lot. It's the smallest, basically a medium large. And the cups stayed relatively the same. But to me, the quality seems to have gone down again. But apparently my mom was telling me, I don't know where she heard this, but she was saying that McDonald's.
I don't know where she heard this.
First-hand source from Josh's mom.
Friend of a friend. Shout out.
She was saying that McDonald's, like the supplier that was giving Tim Hortons their like mix, basically, like to make coffee, now goes to McDonald's.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So fun fact. That's just a rumor. But you heard it first. Okay. You didn't hear it first from us, but you know what I mean.
You get the latest scoop on
that
fast food coffee.
Might be a couple years old, but
Do you drink coffee?
No. Well, technically yes, but not like coffee.
What do you drink?
I drink I'll have like an iced cap or like a latte at the odd time.
I mean, like going to Tim Hortons.
No, I will not go and order specifically a coffee. No.
No. Okay, for anybody who drinks coffee,
it's too bitter. I can't.
Have you just get a double?
I've tried just getting coffee. Excuse me. I know I'm moving back. I just need new water. I've tried it. I've just put like sugar, like a whole lot of sugar and milk, and it's just can't.
Really?
No. I'll get a tea sometimes, but I won't get like.
I actually figured out how I started drinking coffee.
Tell me. We all want to know.
So my dad bought an espresso machine. This is so cool because I'm just realizing all of this right now.
Great.
Okay, here we go.
Talk it out.
Here we go.
This
is how it happened.
Did it how it happen?
This is how it happened.
Yeah.
So my dad bought an espresso machine for Christmas one year. I think it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, at the time, I was working at an Italian bake shop. You know what we served?
What?
Cafe. So.
I'm sorry?
Coffee.
Thank you. Okay. Not all of us are Italian. Sorry.
So one of my jobs was serving coffee. I was like a barista.
Yeah, okay.
So I learned how to use the espresso machine and froth the milk and whatnot.
Right.
So then when I never drank it though. I never drank coffee. I always served it, but I never drank it.
Mm-hmm.
Then my dad buys an espresso machine. Okay? My dad buys the espresso machine. I know how to use an espresso machine because I've been working at the cafe.
Hey, there you go.
So then I just started making it at home.
Okay.
Of course, I started making it at home for my mom, dad, whatever. And then eventually it got to the point where it's like, okay, I'll try it. So I started making myself espressos and, put in the putting in sugar and milk and doing whatever, making cappuccinos, making lattes, whatever. Same stuff I'm doing at work.
Right.
Then I started to consistently drink these espressos. Like I would drink one every morning.
Wait, like out of reflex or just because you liked them?
No, I just like it was like my routine.
Okay.
Because I would always wake up and make my mom a cappuccino before she went to work.
You're a good son. Wow. I don't know if I would do that.
And I would do stuff for my sister, like and her friends and whatnot. But
Yeah,
every
okay.
morning I would always make my mom a cappuccino, and then I would make myself a cappuccino. That was just like a routine.
Okay.
And then, so we did that, and then I went to university.
Okay.
And then I started getting assignments, and you started working a lot, and I was starting to get really tired, right? Because you're staying up late, you're whatever. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Now, the thing was, for me, I started to want the espresso because the espresso obviously gives you caffeine, but I didn't want to go through the trouble of making it because to make an espresso, you gotta get the ground coffee, put it in the like the scooper. It's not like a scooper. It's like the little, the handle.
Sure. Okay.
And it's got the little cup there. That's where you put the ground coffee. You flatten it out. You remove the excess. You put it in the espresso machine. You turn the espresso machine on. And then, depending on the espresso machine you have, you froth the milk and whatnot. It's a long process, right? What I started to do was, I was like, okay, I don't really want to do this. This is taking a long time. So, my mom also had an old Keurig machine that was in we have like a storage room in our basement.
Okay.
And it was just sitting there. And I was like, I don't really want to make an espresso right now. I'm tired. I need to do this assignment. I just want to get the caffeine in me and move on. So I went downstairs, got the Keurig, brought it upstairs, and we didn't have Keurig pods, like you have to have the pods, but we had it's like a pod where you can put your own coffee grinds in it. So that's what I did. So I basically opened up. It's like one of those like plastic cups.
Okay.
You pour the coffee grind in it, you screw it, and then you put it in the Keurig machine, and it does it for you.
It's an extensive story.
Right? This is because this is all coming back to me.
Okay.
So anyway, the Keurig machine was basically my way of getting caffeine quicker than making an espresso. Then my mom saw that I was doing that, so then she bought me Keurig pods from Tim Hortons, and then I started popping the Keurig pods, and then I wanted to try actual Tim Hortons coffee, so then I started going to Tim Hortons to get coffee, and then one thing led to another, and now I drink coffee all the time.
Started popping once, you never went back.
Yeah. I was popping those fatty pills.
Oh, that's not what I was. Okay.
No, I'm joking.
Well, kind of. But...
Sorry, that's an inside joke with me and my friends. We went to the Raptors game. DeMar DeRozan's return?
Oh, you went to that game?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So they were playing against the Spurs, and there's a guy on the Spurs named Patty Mills.
Mm-hmm.
My friend who I went with would always call him Fatty Pills.
That's just mean. That's the poor guy, man. That's his name.
You know what Fatty Pills means?
I don't want to know, to be honest.
No, it's like you're like selling like good pills, like Xanax pills or like morphine pills or whatever, like Fatty Pills. Like it's something like a drug dealer would call himself Fatty Pills.
Poor guy.
It was so funny the whole night. This guy, every time he got the ball, Fatty Pills. Anyway, sorry, it's an inside joke that nobody probably thinks is funny, but anyway.
No, I got you. Yeah. Tim Hortons, man. So if anyone from Tim Hortons hears this, I know like you're probably just there because it's Tim Hortons to holding down job and stuff. Just can you ask them like real quick just to like increase the odds? That'd be nice and that'd be great. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I should probably not throw away my cups, and then I would have a way higher chance of winning.
Love JNC.
Yeah, honestly, do you really think they make money doing that?
What do you mean? Like the employees or the company?
No, the company. As a company.
Oh, probably. I'm sure
they wouldn't do it if they didn't make money. I'm sure
they buy a mix and they get like a wholesale kind of thing, and then they just charge. Like I'm sure it doesn't cost that much to make it. Like for instance, if it's like a French vanilla, I know they have a machine where it's just like there, they push a button, away you go.
No, I mean like what I'm talking about is.
What do you mean coffee?
No, I mean comparing. Okay, so I'm assuming. The reason why they do this promotion is because they're expecting sales to go up, right?
Sure, yeah.
So let's say what I'm asking is, do you think that with all the free stuff they're giving out, do
Yeah.
you think that that's subsidized
Oh
by
yeah, of course.
the amount of people buying coffees to try to win?
If the
Like,
odds
there's
are
more people
well,
buying coffees because they want to win versus the free stuff they're giving out. So ultimately, they're making more money.
put it this way, like I'm not a mathematician, but like if you have a 5 out of 6 chance of not winning, that means 5 cups to cover one, basically. And I'm sure if you were to divide the difference of that cup, like say it's I think for a coffee it's what, like it's like $1.
It's $1.80 for a medium.
Yeah, $1.80 for like a medium. Theoretically, if you're getting a medium, and then you have like 5 out of 6 odds, and you kind of just take the 180 and divide it by 5, and that just kind of goes towards that cost. That's nothing. That's like what? It's like 40
but you would still be paying for that coffee though. Like
Yeah,
that
that's
would
nothing. Like that's 40 cents. That's 40 cents. But I mean, keep in mind that it doesn't even cost them that much to produce that cup of coffee.
yeah.
You're just buying a whole massive mix, and you're selling it for like, if you were to like really divide it like by the fine, like the grams or whatever they weigh it by, then I'm sure it's like it's pennies maybe.
Yeah, I mean I don't think they would continuously do this promotion every year if they didn't make money off
And
of it.
you know one thing my mom said it made a lot of sense is I was wondering like why they did it and why the companies kind of do it between like the end of January, February, March, April, when it's like, well, you'd think it's like it's kind of in the middle of winter, not really, it's kind of like peaking towards the end of winter. But then it made more sense when she said it's like, well, they're doing that because they would have probably got most of their sales in like November, December, January. So now that it's warming up a little bit, now that like the holiday season's over, they want something to kind of keep up sales, right?
Wouldn't they do it right after Christmas though?
Well, it's kind of after Christmas.
Well, I mean,
it's like late January.
It's late February. They started it only like 2 weeks ago.
Well, if you think about it, you still have New Year's, and then you have Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but does Tim Hortons make money off Valentine's Day?
Well, I would assume so. Like, oh,
you know what?
honey, look, I got you a $2 cup of coffee.
There's a lot, there's.
I don't know. It makes sense though.
Business, it's very complicated.
I feel like they could do it a little earlier. Make it last a little. Well, yeah.
But then it would like if you made it longer, it would. It wouldn't be as special. They only have it for a month and a half, which
it's like chai time. I don't know if it's like big bubble tea for anyone who's familiar with that. They had like they kind of exploited the whole Chinese New Year thing where you get like a red envelope.
Yeah.
All my like Asian homeboys and girls know what I'm talking about. They basically for the whole usually you get money, but what they did is they had like I have one on my dresser over there. That you lost my train of thought. That you can get like you get like a free boba or free size upgrade, or like you get a free cup. Like it's the odd thing like that. So that's what they're kind of doing with their own promotion.
It's their own kind of roll up the rim.
If you got to buy 2 bubble teas though, and most of them are usually like $4, $5. So that's $10 you're spending. But you have a guaranteed win.
Would you say that bubble tea is healthier than like an ice cap?
I don't think it's any healthier than that. No. I don't think
because I know that they load it with sugar.
Oh yeah.
But it's made from, let's say I get a mango.
It's milk based, I think.
Oh,
or
okay.
tea. I don't know.
Okay, what if talking about a slush then? Let's say like you get like a mango slush.
Okay. Sure. Well,
they actually take mangoes and put it in the blender, but I know for a fact it's also loaded with sugar.
Oh yeah, a lot of it is. It depends.
So I don't know if it's even healthier. I mean, healthier, less heart like.
Well, you're getting much more liquid than you would compared to a coffee, for instance.
Yeah.
But you also are paying $3 more for it. Around $3 more.
But it depends on how much sugar you put in your coffee. Like
but you know the nice thing is though, is too, with bubble tea you can ask like I don't want no sugar, less sugar, say like sugar levels. I usually ask for less ice. That's my go-to thing because you get more of a drink. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they probably love it when you ask for ice.
Yeah, like more ice. Yeah, of course. Saves us
Can I
product.
have just like a glass of ice?
That'd be great.
Oh, sure, $4.
Wow. I apologize on behalf of JNC.
Oh, come on. Come on, that's my impression.
But anyways, that's my whole spiel on Tim Hortons. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, I don't think it would hurt to just help a brother out once in a while. And I'll end with this. You know what bothered me so much is I saw, and this is why we can't have nice things. It was on 6Buzz. It was this video of a guy like basically doctoring up.
I saw that.
He was mocking up like because when you roll it up, it'll say like win gagne, which is like you pronounce you're French.
Gagné.
Gagné. Thank you. Okay, so you say winner, gagné. Okay, I'm saying it wrong, but anyways, you know what I'm
Winner. Gagnon.
Thank you.
That's what they say for the
The
lottery.
lotto. Yeah,
Every
yeah,
time
yeah.
you do winner. Gagnon.
Gagné. So basically, or you'll say like, usually when you roll it up, I don't know. A side thing, just real quick. I don't know. I don't care how many times you think you know where it's gonna be. Every single time where the arrow points, I swear that is not
never.
the middle. That is the end of where it's printed.
Yeah.
Because every time I roll it up, I will usually say like "s'il vous plaît," like basically play
SVP,
again.
Yeah.
And
That's the same thing
and
with
then they'll
me.
say play again.
That's because I remember I was at work when I had the coffee.
Yeah.
And I rolled it up, and all I saw was the P, and I was like, I just threw it away.
Yeah. But the point is that this guy, he had kind of, I don't know how, he must have been really good with like
No, I
pens and
saw.
stuff.
Yeah.
He made it like a play. He took a play again one, and then just like somehow made it look like a win for, I think it was a free donut. I think it was a donut or a coffee. Doesn't matter.
I
Something.
don't
It's something petty that you can't. It's hard. Like it's better to forge that than say a bigger prize.
I can probably.
But I'm just thinking, like-
wait. Hold on. Raptors update.
Yeah, real quick.
Raptors won by 2 over
Okay.
the Trailblazers.
So as of, I don't know when this video is going to go up, but as of March.
March
As
1st.
of March 1st.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know it was March.
Yeah.
Shoot. So we're recording
There's
March
a
1st.
bunch of news that came out today.
Okay, we're gonna pretend. Yeah, this is
No,
real
it's
quick.
like I'm just looking at my
But-
phone, but like there's a bunch of news that came out today.
In the middle of a show. Nice.
Yeah, no. Okay, I'm trying to find that
Whip
video.
it out. But anyways, the point was, guys, that I was like, guys, this is why we can't have nice things. It's because you take something that is so petty, that is just like one of the epitomes. I guess I keep popping. I apologize for your headphone users, but basically like the epitome of like Canadian crimes.
It was a
is-
coffee. I just saw the video.
Okay,
It was
yeah,
a
he
coffee.
forged a coffee.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, why? Like, I get it. Like, that's really cool, but like, come on, man. It's the same thing as like jumping over like the bus kind of like fence,
Yeah.
or everyone just like, I've seen so many videos that people just rush through the TT like a bus system or TTC.
Yeah.
Like someone swipes it or taps it or pays their fare, and then they just
Yeah.
rush through.
Where they like all men's ride for free.
I know. That,
Yeah.
To me, I'm sorry, guys. Like, come on. Really, like it's 3:25, and you're just like, no.
Just because
Come
we live in
on.
Canada, man.
Come on.
Nobody cares here, but we
See, I can say that because I'm old. I'm like an adult now, so I can be like, these teens, man,
yeah.
got problems.
You know, it's just where we live. We're such a giving
That's why I
country,
feel old when I say it. Like,
bro.
look at these
You can
teens.
if you did that in the U.S., like you'd probably get arrested.
I feel like it'd be easier to get away with.
Like,
it in the
okay,
States.
when I mean arrested, I mean like a cop would handcuff you and put you in a cruiser for 20 minutes and then let you go.
Listen
You would
here,
young
actually
get in trouble for it though.
Listen here,
It's just
young
here
boy.
in Canada, we are so. I think
We're a little
honestly,
too
we
nice,
take
unfortunately.
we take the stereotype of being super nice to a point where we don't do anything.
A little too far. But anyways, that's that. So yeah, at the end of the day, shout out to Tim Hortons. I love you
yo.
guys. I really do. I appreciate it. That like 8 a.m. class or that late night. I appreciate the coffee and I appreciate it in the summertime. Ice caps my go-to thing, and I love it. But come on,
Okay, can I
please.
just say something before?
Okay.
Okay, this is awful. Okay,
You ruined my flow, but anyways, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just had to say this.
Go for it.
You know what I did one time? I was working in the summer with my dad.
What did you do?
My dad does like drywall,
Mm.
and one time I was working with him. Looking back on it, this is awful what I did. I worked for him for 2 straight months,
Mhm.
so 60 days. You know what I had every single morning? A medium ice cap
Every day.
every day. You know how much sugar is in an ice cap?
It's a lot. It's a lot. I think it's like over 30.
It's like a Starbucks Frappuccino.
Look it up because I feel like it's like 36 grams or like 40 something
dude,
grams.
and I had that for 60 days
It's a lot.
straight, man.
But you
And
can't lie, it's good.
oh, it's
It is
amazing.
really good. It's so nice on a
That's
hot
why I
day.
drank it every day.
Okay,
But
maybe it's just because of the commercial. Because usually the commercial is just like this. The one that I think really got it going was this like woman who was sitting out on her like a really hot day, and the dude is her husband, I'm assuming, was in the house. He was like just boiling, and she's sitting out there in the hot sun with like an ice cap, and she looks so chill.
it is
I don't know.
33.
Yeah, 33. I don't know whether it was just that mentality, but every time I have an ice cap, like even though when it's real, when I was working out in the sun or out in the heat, ice cap, my whole body just felt so much cooler. So I guess maybe that like psychologically the
Maybe.
commercial had a
That's
thing on me.
weird.
But anyways, end of the day, Tim Hortons, I love you guys, but please just help a TO brother out and
Give us some free stuff.
I know. I appreciate.
You guys
Mind you, I've won 2 out of 7 times now so far.
Yeah, I saw your
So
post.
I do appreciate
saw
that.
your
Yeah.
post on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just seeing how other people are doing. Like if because I don't know if maybe I just got really unlucky last year or this year I'm just getting a little more fortunate. But yeah, I was in my class and I was like, oh, hello, free coffee.
Nice.
I like this.
Wait, what did you buy?
A medium French vanilla.
You know that has a lot of sugar too.
Of course it does. That's just as much sugar I think as an ice cap does or whatever.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate, whatever they.
But okay, so you have let's say you go to an
Okay,
8
let's
a.m.
wrap this up.
Okay, I'm sorry. I love Tim Hortons, you know.
It's good. Yeah.
Okay, let's say you go to an 8 a.m. class
Mm.
and you drink a French vanilla. Is that gonna wake you up or no?
I find it does. People say that the teas have caffeine in it, but I don't think they have as much.
Tea has an immense amount of caffeine.
I don't find it keeps me awake as much as like a French vanilla does. Maybe it's the sugar too.
It's probably the sugar because I've drank French vanillas before and I don't feel anything.
Yeah. It's either that or I go to Starbucks. The odd time I'll go to Starbucks and get a chai tea latte.
You really don't drink coffee.
No, I don't. I can't stand it. It's too bitter. I really don't like
Man.
it. I'm apologize.
I will
I
get
just don't
you.
like it.
I will get you my favorite.
I'll try a
coffee.
double one time just for the heck of it.
I'll get
but,
you a
know,
medium dark roast double made with milk.
boy. That was
a
funny.
double cup.
I was like, yo, can I get a dark roast? With like, boy, ugly looking.
Wait, what was that from?
I miss Vine so much.
Yeah, Vine was cool, man.
Vine was awesome.
Vine was cool until it got taken over by a bunch of cringe, and then it was awful. But when Vine first started,
It was so creative.
It was so funny.
The six. I love the 6-second thing. I could maybe 10 seconds give or take, but I think the 6 seconds. You'd be
Yeah.
surprised the amount of creativity people had with that. That was really that was
Vine
a lot
in
of
the
fun.
early days, man, it was amazing. And then
Vine was fun.
all the friggin' King Batches and Lele Pawns. Oh, it was so bad. Sorry, I'm in an emotional state right now. I think we should move on to the next
Okay.
topic before
Anyways,
I start crying.
Yeah. So again, like I know we say topic and stuff, but I literally just right before we get going, I'm just like I want to talk about this. Okay, push the record, away we go.
Yeah,
So,
we really don't plan these
No,
like
we
at
don't.
all. Like I literally come over to his house and I'm like, "Yo, what are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, let's talk about this." Oh, okay, let's go.
the other thing was because this happened to me today in class, and it bothers me so much. If you're in university, or say you're in high school, I don't think really people care much as high school because
Probably anywhere with lectures.
Because okay, well I'm gonna say university, college for those of you in the States, or post secondary everywhere else around the world. I know this isn't probably a bigger thing in high school because I don't really think people care. Like people will talk in class and stuff like that. But my gosh, I don't know whether it's because I'm going into my program a little later than people are. But why do people go to a lecture, sit there and talk?
That's what I do.
Why do
I do it all the time. Me and my boys. Yo, I don't know what it is, but we
Why?
just can't stop making jokes. All we do is just make jokes.
Okay, I'm just
That's
saying,
all we do.
If you're that, why?
Actually, no,
okay,
I listen to the
okay,
lecture. Let me say this.
Okay.
I listen to the lecture and I take very detailed notes,
Okay.
but I will be honest, I've had multiple people come up to me after a lecture, like, "Yo, can you guys shut up? Like, all you
Thank
do
you.
is make giggly noises
Though-
at the
though
back."
that
Like, yo,
I
sorry.
want to give
like,
a shout outs to that whoever told you that, because I want to say that, but I don't have the will to do that. Like I just usually just let it go. But man, does it bother me.
Okay, can I just say this though? I mean,
I don't want to hear it. I really don't.
we don't do it. Listen, if we could be in our own little bubble and nobody else could hear us, that would be fine.
Okay, this is my question.
We don't
for-
do
okay.
it to annoy the class. We're just making a joke, and like obviously people are gonna hear us.
Okay.
So I mean, I try whispering and being quiet and everything like that, and sometimes it doesn't work.
Mhm.
But the intention is not to disrupt the class. It's just,
Really? Then
No.
what is it? Tell me.
well, I want to say a joke to my friend. Like,
Can
let's say
you not wait until the lecture or
no, because
text
then
it
it's
to
not
him?
funny. It's only funny once it happens. Like, let's say our professor says something or shows us something, and and I can make a funny joke in that instant. It's not gonna be funny after the class is over.
No, this is good because we have two sides of the story, and this might be an intervention for you at the end of the day. Okay, I have a question for you then.
Yeah.
Why? No, you kind of already answered that, but it's just, oh my gosh. The thing is, like, I get it. Like, at least some people who talk have the decency to sit at the back.
Oh,
and
I
do it,
always
right?
sit at the back.
And
We
okay,
are always at the
That's
back.
the only thing I will give you guys. That you sit at the, like, guys, girls, whoever, they sit at the back and they do it, and I will give you that. That's the only thing I will give you. The other thing I won't is when people, and I've had this happen to me before, and in lectures, they will sit in the first, if you're in the first 5 rows, you're probably there to focus, right?
Yeah.
Roughly. But there are people who sit in the first 5 rows and they will talk.
You know, I did that one time. Yo, I'm not even joking.
You're digging a deeper hole for yourself
take
right
this
now.
in, right? So we came to class late.
Okay.
Or no, we didn't come to class late, but we came to class and there were no seats at the back. So we just sat in the front. I feel so bad saying this. So we sat at the front.
It hurts.
And we did our usual, mid-lecture jokes. And the amount of times, it was actually uncomfortable to make those jokes because it got to a point where I knew that I was disrupting the class. Like, when I'm at the back, there's like a certain tone that I can make the joke at. Like if I'm whispering or my voice at a certain tone that I know I'm not disrupting the class.
Right.
So it's fine. But when I was at the front, it was so awkward because I wanted to make so many jokes, but I knew I was disrupting the class. So as soon as that class ended, I was like, "Yo."
So I want to interrupt. So you know that you're interrupting the class, and you know like you're distracting.
No, I
people.
stopped, but I stopped doing it. I don't do it anymore.
I don't believe you.
No, I swear. I sit at the back.
You.
No, every class we're always at the back.
You do that once, man. You don't go back.
I promise. Every class we sit at the back because we know we make too much noise.
Comment below if you think he's telling the truth, because I don't.
Bro, I'm telling you.
There's people.
I sit at the back now.
And you know what? I want to give a shout out to professors who are I have a professor who's super patient, and he's one of those guys who's kind of like he's an older guy, but he's like super hip, and he's he just makes everything fun. Like he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
And he's lecturing to probably about 100 about 150 of us, 100 of us, give or take. And he will keep talking and just keep going. And there's people during the maybe about a quarter of the lecture were just like talking like over him, and you could hear them more than you could hear the lecture. And I was just like, guys, this professor's a really nice dude, and you're just ruining it so much.
Yeah.
Like he's probably gonna go home and bang his head against the wall because of you.
Okay, so this is something that I want to say because I
don't really want to hear any more.
No, listen to me. Okay, we don't do it. We don't want to be disrespectful. Like
I really think you do.
No,
though.
I don't.
I really do.
Promise. Please just think about this, okay?
I really don't. Okay, you got one chance. 10 seconds.
It's humor between us that only we're going to get, but it only works if you say the joke in the moment. I don't want.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a great that's a great excuse.
Okay,
I love it. Yeah.
It's like they're all in the moment jokes. The jokes will not be funny 20 minutes later. You have to say the joke because it's like a reaction joke.
Or you could do this joke.
Or say the joke.
No. Check me out. You could actually pay attention to the lecture and take notes.
Oh, dude, I take such good notes.
Whoa.
I pride myself on taking notes. I don't. You know how I write my notes?
I bet you do.
How do you think I take my notes? Just guess.
I know you're gonna want me to say computer, but you told me before that you've written them down.
I can't write notes on my computer because I forget them.
We don't write them, but
I can't type notes on my computer because I forget them. So I write detailed notes by hand. I can show you my lecture notes, and they're very detailed.
Yeah, you still talk though.
I still talk.
So I mean,
you don't believe me, but I am an amazing.
You kind of discredited yourself already there.
No, I swear they're amazing.
So, like, shout outs to people who actually have the nerve to go up and say something afterwards, because I don't. I really want to, like, I in my head I'm just thinking like I want to turn around. I don't care who it is, whoever right here. I just want to turn and be like, shut up. I don't want to yell into the mic, but anyways, I just want to yell like, just shut up. Like I just want to tell him like, nice it or something. Right? Like,
do it. Just do it. Why not?
Everyone's gonna give you the strangest look,
bro. If you're thinking that, you're probably not the only person thinking that.
No,
you know how many you know how many people have. You know how many people. Whenever we're doing those stupid jokes in the back, you know how many people stare at us during lectures?
You have the dirtiest look. Good.
Yes.
I hope they do.
Okay.
I really do.
And we feel bad because, again, the point is not to disrupt the lecture. It's just to make... Honestly, we only say those jokes because we're trying to make each other laugh. Are they inappropriate?
Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah, okay, fine. They're inappropriate.
If you're going to tell a joke, tell the whole class at least, so everyone can enjoy it.
But not everyone's going to get it, man.
Then don't say anything.
I know, but they're so perfect.
Gosh.
They're so perfect for the time.
But there's some people. Okay, jokes aside, then there's some people who just talk.
No. I never do
Oh,
that.
okay. There's some people who just specifically just talk, and they'll just have like
See-
full on gossip kind of conversations.
That's what I see. I would never do that because
Well, you got something going for you. at
okay, but
least.
so this is what I mean by the reason why I can still take detailed notes is because the jokes that we do are based off of the lecture.
That's
so,
funny.
So think about it. So the prof will say something, and then I will make a joke off of what he said, and then we'll giggle and laugh and whatnot. But I'm still conscious of what's going on because I made the joke. I have to listen to the lecture in order to make those jokes. It's not like me totally disvaluing the lecture. I'm paying attention to
You
the
still
lecture.
have no saving grace at this point. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Too far gone.
So at least
See,
understand
that's-
what I'm trying
see,
to say.
It's kind of like drugs. Like that's the gateway.
No.
That's the gateway. You start making jokes one day, the next day you're just gossiping to a homegirl beside you.
No. I don't do that.
But anyways, okay, yeah, there are people who just straight up talk.
No, those people piss me off. And I know I have no right
Wow,
to say
the
that.
irony of that.
Okay,
eh?
I have no right to say that. But it's because
I just don't get I don't
at
get
least
like
I'm
what.
paying attention to the lecture.
Okay, sure. Okay, I'll give you that. But I just don't get what is so important that you can't if you I get it. If you don't want to be there and you want to talk, why are you here then? If
Right.
I look behind, I see they're not even they don't even have a computer or anything out, and they're just talking. It's then why are you here?
Because it looks good.
You don't take attendance as far as I know. Most universities do not take because they're usually talking to hundreds of people. They wouldn't take attendance.
Yeah, no, I know.
Because it's usually most of the stuff usually like a quiz or something. That's the only thing you'd have to worry about. But my question is to everyone who's if you're listening, probably the couple one out of 10 viewers that we're listening to, that's listening to this. But it's I just want to know just tell. I want you to comment down below. I'm actually genuinely curious why you talk during a lecture. What is unless your brother or mother or someone is supposed to is dying, yeah. But why?
Because they're
why
just
do we
not
even come?
interested in the lecture.
And then I see people who are just they'll go on they'll come to a lecture, but they have their computer open, and then I'll see in rows in front of me they'll be on Facebook or something. Excuse me. And I'm just and then people will be on the phone. I'm guys, why are you here? Okay, tell me, please.
I think it's because people want to go to school because they don't want to skip class, but they don't want to go to the lecture.
You see the problem with that sentence?
I do see the problem, but think about it. You are paying for school, right?
Sure.
So why would you skip class?
Well, obviously, to me, you're telling everyone by talking that it's not that important.
No, I'm okay.
Dude, when you're talking in class, you're basically saying okay, I don't care about this lesson.
I know.
That's what you're saying.
I know it doesn't make sense, but you have to think about it from their...
No, I get it. It's they don't want to waste their money, basically.
They don't want to waste their money, so they want to go to class, but they don't care about what they're learning.
I don't think they want to. I think they feel that they have to at that point if it's a money thing.
They feel like they have to go to class because they don't want to not go to class because they're paying.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's when they get to class, they're not interested in what they're learning, so they just go on their computer or they just gossip.
If anything in a
not
lecture,
what I
guys,
do.
if anything in a lecture, I know people you probably have a phone or no offense, but probably an iPhone. Just put it out there. Just put it out there.
What is it with you and not liking iPhones? Is it
no offense.
price?
I feel like it's an iPhone. I'm just gonna put it out there. And if I'm wrong, if you have if you have an iPhone and you have an iPhone,
yes,
well then there you go.
Okay, yo, there's one of my friends doesn't have an iPhone.
I feel like if you're the person who starts the conversation or continues, you the person who usually starts the conversation, how much you want to bet they have an iPhone?
Okay, but I don't do that.
Really?
I make jokes.
Do you start the jokes?
Yeah.
Okay, well there you
Okay,
go.
but they're jokes then. Okay, Josh, I am paying. How do I explain this?
You can't. That's the point.
I'm listening to the lecture, and that's how I'm getting my jokes. Is because I'm listening to the lecture.
That's fine, but I'm just. It's just ironic that I might be right in this situation.
Okay, you know what, man? It's whatever, man. Just go buy an iPhone. You'll figure out what's.
I'm more than happy with my Android. Thank you. But anyways, I think we're coming up to around 50 minutes ish. I think we have some editing to do, but we're around 45 to 50 minutes at this point. So
I just want to quickly say something.
Please.
Okay, this is not about me talking in class. Trust me. This is about for anybody who's in Canada. This is a little bit more serious topic. For anybody who's in Canada, I don't know if you've heard about the SNC-Lavalin situation.
I could have just finished up if you wanted. But anyways, go ahead.
No, I just want to say it because I just feel like people should tune into it. I just think that we are so overshadowed by American politics, specifically with this situation, because this was huge and nobody was talking about it. Everybody was talking about the Cohen hearing. You know who Cohen is? He was the former lawyer of Donald Trump. Okay. So he had a hearing yesterday, and he basically, or 2 days ago, and he was testifying all these things against Trump and whatnot, and testifying whatever, right? That was overshadowed by all of our media. It was overshadowed. And nobody heard about this SNC-Lavalin thing. And this is with our prime minister. This is huge news. This could involve corruption. This could involve...
Okay, well, what was it?
Okay, basically, SNC-Lavalin is they're like an oil company or whatever it is.
Okay.
And they do oil. They extract oil from the ground. I think that's what they do. So they were being investigated by the RCMP because apparently... they were bribing companies in Libya to basically take position there. So I don't know how the bribing works or whatnot, but there's certain procedures that have to happen for a company to get a position in Libya to extract oil.
Okay.
And you have to follow those procedures. And SNC-Lavalin was basically paying off these companies in Libya, basically breaking the rules to just... they would get the position. They wouldn't have to go through any of this stuff, and they would go through the position. There's also claims that SNC-Lavalin is in the mafia, and they do drug trafficking and all that stuff. So there's a lot of other claims, but basically the main claim is they were bribing companies in Libya to get a position there, and the RCMP was investigating them. And there's a rule in Canada, which is that if a company is being investigated by the RCMP, you can't have relations with them as far as a government. The government of Canada cannot be working with a company that is being investigated by the RCMP. I guess it's it
makes sense, though.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess Trudeau didn't follow that rule, and he was still working with SNC-Lavalin. I don't know specifically what they were working on, but I guess he went behind the RCMP's back and still worked with SNC-Lavalin even while they were under investigation. And the Attorney General of Canada, I don't remember her name anymore, but
yeah, okay, sure.
She was basically telling Justin Trudeau to stop. Let's not get involved with these people. They're being investigated by the RCMP for bribery. They're also, they could be involved with the mafia. Let's not deal with these people. This is a really bad look. We shouldn't be doing this.
Right.
And he basically said no. I'm still going to deal with these people. And it, why he would still do it. I mean, there's so many other companies that do this kind of oil work. I don't know why you have to work with this specific company. So there's a lot of weird things going on. But basically, the idea is that Trudeau is working with this company because of the ties to the illegal stuff, like the mafia and whatnot. Why would you choose this company over any other company and go, you're basically breaking the rules to work with this company?
The only thing I think of is because they're French. It's Quebec based, and he wants to keep the good. That's the only thing I can think of.
I think there's way more to it. And so there was a whole testimony by the Attorney General. Former Attorney General. That's a huge part in the story, is that she basically got forced to resign because she was how she didn't want him to be involved with this company.
Right.
He basically forced her to resign.
He didn't want her to say anything.
Yeah, he didn't want her to say anything.
Well, then she's probably gonna say anything anyway.
No, that's what I mean. That's what her testimony was.
Yeah.
So she had a 6-hour testimony where she was basically exposing everything, and the whole thing got totally clouded by Cohen's hearing in the U.S. So awkward. If you are a Canadian and you want to, because this involves our government, please research it. Don't just take my word for it. I know very little of this story. Don't go off of what I said. Go do your own research. There's tons of articles that you can learn about this, but it's Canadian politics. And yes, American politics they're raunchy. They're exciting. They involve Donald Trump, which I know a lot of us like to, we want to know about Trump. We want to know how he messed up.
What's the is there a hashtag or anything?
You can just type in SNC-Lavalin on Twitter or whatever.
SNC-Lavalin.
SNC, like the letters SNC, and then Lavalin.
Lavalin.
Yeah.
You'll
find it. You'll find it. If you Google it, you'll find it. But I would recommend we Canadians look up on that, because I think it's important that we know about what's going on with our country, and specifically our prime minister. You know, we should be up to date rather than what Cohen is saying in the U.S.,
Especially since
which
it was
really
probably-
does not have to do anything with us.
Especially since it was our generation that's probably put him into office. Let's
Oh,
be honest.
100%. Millennials. Well, I mean, we
Millennials,
did that.
Gen Z, whatever.
We did that. That Google search. We're technically not part of the millennial group.
According to whatever it was. But anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, I just wanted to get that out there because I feel like people are just, you know,
Mind you,
not-
he was the same prime minister that, like, I think when he actually first got going as prime minister, he went on vacation shortly after. I believe it was shortly after he got elected, and he got into his his prime ministry, sure. And he went to, like, on vacation. He took like a picture of him, like, in his bathing suit.
Really?
Yeah, I remember that.
I
He
didn't-
took like a picture while he was on vacation. It was on the news. Like,
right after he got elected.
around the time, I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
It was to me. That was too funny. It's like shout out. That's basically like a shout out to the millennials.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, I guess we're coming towards the end. But anyways, I think I agree. That's probably important because I think, especially since it's our own government, and it's good to keep tabs on once in a while. You know,
Well, I mean, it's just good
especially
to know
with
what's.
Quebec too.
It's important to know what's going on with our country. you
I
know?
say specifically Quebec because I feel like we don't hear enough about Quebec, and I feel like Quebec's like usually pretty good. They're good guys.
Yeah, they're good guys.
Yeah.
They treat us well.
Parlez-vous français and
That's all we need to know. Bonjour, au
Well, wait.
revoir.
would it be right if I said vous parlez français?
Question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it would be like they speak French then, right? Because they speak French.
Yeah, so like,
Vous parlez français.
yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, there you go.
Or you would
That's
say,
what-
parlez-vous français?
Because I don't know what it's like in the States, but in Canada, where we have to take French for at least from grades
It's to
4?
grade. Is it to grade
4
8,
to grade
right?
9.
I thought it was grade 8.
No, I took it in grade 9. I had to take it in grade 9.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It is grade 9.
But anyways, then jumping back real quick, just to as like a little end off note for the whole, if you're in a lecture, yes, just to end that off, guys. Like, okay, I'm so sorry, by the way, if you were in headphones, I didn't mean to do that. I just hit my mic. Like, I get it. I'm sure there is something very interesting, and if I'm okay. This is gonna make me sound really pathetic, but usually I don't. Like, if I see people I know, I usually don't sit. Like, I usually sit alone
Really?
in lectures. I usually do. I say that mostly just because I want to focus. I actually want to try to, like, take everything because I suck at, like I've never done very well with, like, lectures and, like, absorbing information. So I want to try a bit.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll see the odd person and be like, I probably shouldn't, you know.
No, that's actually smart.
But I mean, so I'll give you that, and that I'll give you guys that. But it's like, let me take a deep breath.
Josh, just please, just don't think of it as malicious.
No, I don't think they're out
specifically
to...
for me, we do not want to disrupt the class. If we could be in our own chamber where nobody could hear us, we would have just as much of a fun
All I'm
time.
saying is, I think if it's a funny joke, you could just text them it in the moment. Text them that.
Yeah, but
Why not?
I mean, it doesn't work, man. You have to say it. There's a certain tone of voice. There's a certain relation. It all works together. It's just like an in the moment spur of the moment reaction joke. It only works at that specific time. If you say it later, it doesn't make sense.
Okay. End game being, if you talk, I get it. Like you want to talk with friends. Like if I'm sitting, I want to talk to them. Like,
Yeah.
I want to just, like, catch up, and just for whatever reason you want to talk during a lecture. If you just want to chat. But I'm just asking, please. If you're not aware of it already, like, between dirty looks and people telling you to be quiet, there are people who probably hate you. No, I don't want to say hate.
No,
but, like,
I don't doubt that for a second.
They strongly dislike you. So I'm asking from the bottom of my heart here on YouTube, if you could please just hold off. The lectures usually, like,
I will try.
lectures are max usually like 3 hours.
Yeah, mine are 3 hours.
Okay. Then mine's, I think the longest one I have is 2. Or no, that's not. No, I have a 3-hour lecture. And it's long. I get it. You want to talk, but there are breaks. Just wait or text the person.
Okay.
It's like, there are people who want to do well. There really is. And I know deep down you probably have a good heart. At least I hope. Unless you're an iPhone user. Just kidding.
Oh, yeah. Anybody who pays full contract
but,
for their iPhone,
but
like,
just, like, but real talk, just just chill with the talk.
Yeah,
Just
I
chill.
know. I know.
Because
I know.
this is an intervention for everyone. Because there are people who want to do well, including myself. And I bet you probably do as well, or you honestly couldn't care less about the course. I really don't care. But especially since they usually don't take attendance in lectures, and you usually only have to worry about if there's an exam, which there usually is.
Yeah,
in a
exams
lecture,
or midterms the only time.
then
they
it's
take
like,
it.
it's just if you're gonna go there, I would say go there with the intent to like take notes and learn, rather than just like going in there and then striking up a conversation with homeboy or homegirl.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's it. That's the end of my kind of rant. But anyways, so since we're coming up to around probably somewhere, but I don't even know where we're at. Probably somewhere between 55 and 60 minutes an hour. So, and with that, ends episode 4.
Episode 4.
Episode 4. So
of
again,
Cloud Thoughts, but it's like
of
episode
Cloud
like
Thoughts.
8 of the JNC podcast.
yeah, well, Cloud Thought. We're having our own thing here with Cloud Thoughts. So
Yeah, no, I mean, we mentioned it I think in episode 2, but Cloud Thoughts is so far like it's really good.
good. I'm enjoying this, and hopefully, you guys listening do too. Between I think we're on SoundCloud. Are we on iTunes yet?
No, not
As of
yet.
now, not yet. We're almost on iTunes. We'll be posting on Facebook, YouTube, all that great stuff. So
Google Plus.
not that, but every other social media. But be sure to, again, wherever you are, if you can, just take a minute, give us some feedback, give it a like, comment, and of course subscribe, because it really helps us out. Because we want to do we have a lot of ideas for bigger projects, and we're hoping.
We need money.
I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna be really subtle with that, but now that's just kind of blown out of the water now.
It's
So it
just
doesn't
a
really
joke.
matter.
Sorry, okay. It's just a joke.
I was gonna say you could support us, but I mean, if you want to go ahead and say, like, to be honest, like that's probably what YouTubers are like going for, anyways. But
No, I was just saying, like,
we'll put it this way: if you like us, you can support us, and then that'll inadvertently either we'll gain some more views, or it'll be more.
it will all be for the channel.
Yeah.
It's everything we would, any type of monetary gain that we would earn would all be towards the bettering of this channel, the bettering of the content, just whatever we can
I don't know if
do.
all of it, but we'll say the majority of it.
Whatever-
if we're being completely honest.
whatever we can
So-
do to increase and make the experience better for the viewer is our goal. That's all we want.
So, be sure to give us some feedback. Give us a like. I don't know how it works with the liking system on SoundCloud. I really should be familiar
No,
with
you
that,
can
but-
just like
So, give it a like. Comment down below. Let us know how we're doing. If you like this stuff, if we're funny, if you think we're terrible, if you can relate, any of that great stuff, be sure to let us know. And subscribe. Always good, always helpful.
hit the notification bell.
Notification bell, because they changed that. I don't know when, and it's a thing now. So, if you
Yeah.
could please do that, that'd be great. So we'll see you next time for episode 5, which I don't know what that's going to be like yet, but we'll let you know when we get there.
Yep.
All right, guys, we'll see you next episode in episode 5. Thanks for listening.
Peace.